The Ivantage short-term loan platform is a web-based platform through which your customers can apply for short-term loans. We have the customer platform and the control center through which everything on short-term loans are managed. Customers simply get started by signing up. They sign up and provide basic details through which their accounts are appropriately linked, and then they log in successfully. Customers can get started by accessing the affordability calculator just to ensure that they are aware of what they can afford and they don't waste time applying for a loan that is beyond their capacity. Then they select the type of loan, short-term loan they want to request for: rent, renovation, completion, or furnishing, which is what we have here. But for purpose of this, I'll select the rent loan. Then the customer starts the application. Once the customer starts the application, a rent facility form, which requires the customer provide personal details, employer company details, subject rental property details, and property agent owner details to ensure that the loan is appropriately as analyzed. The customer then uploads their signature just to ensure that this facility form is legal and valid. Once the form is submitted, the customer moves on to the next stage, which requires the customer to accept certain terms and conditions that your organization would have pre-programmed. The terms and conditions include accepting to be debited for processing fees or to pay a processing fee, accept that your organization contacts their employer for confirmation of employment, and accept that your organization contacts their guarantor to provide a guarantee. Once this is accepted, the customer moves on to the next stage, which is to provide the processing fees. If the customer has an existing account, they create they click on that button and provide the account number and email. Then, because this platform will be linked to your core banking application, the details of that existing account will be fetched automatically. Then the customer agrees to processing of the fee payment either by transferring into their account or by direct debit of that account that they have with your bank. After which the customer provides the guarantor verification details and submits that form. Once this is a success, the customer can go back to their dashboard. The dashboard shows the customer their loan history, the loans they have successfully applied for, those that have failed, and those that are in progress. The customer then sees a summary of the new application they just submitted and sees the progress status. Once the customer has provided up to this level information, whoever it is that you have programmed at the control center to analyze does the analysis, and if the customer is successful, an offer letter will be emailed to the customer. The customer downloads the offer letter and accepts the terms and conditions and signs the offer letter. Once this is done, the customer will either return the offer letter via email, the signed offer letter via email, or come back to this platform to continue at that point. Once the customer continues, the customer then fills a direct debit form and can upload the offer letter, signed offer letter through this platform, including a transfer instruction through which your bank will pay directly to the agent or the property owner. Once this is submitted, the customer is done with the loan process, and all that is left is for your staff as a bank to debit the customer's loan account once the loan is disbursed and pay directly to the agent or the cost or the property owner. Then we move on to the application to the we move on to the control center of the short-term loans. Once the owner of the control center has logged in, the first thing that the person sees is a dashboard. The dashboard shows all the short-term loan requests that have been received through the short-term loan platform. And the evaluator can then click on each of the requests to treat the request separately. Note that this platform is available for integration with different third-party applications. The platform can be integrated with the credit bureaus. It can be integrated with my bank statements, which performs automatic bank analysis. It can also be integrated with payments platforms, such as to ensure that just to make sure the customers can link their cards to the platform. So this, for instance, is an application received, which we are looking at the back end. So the customer confirms, has paid processing fee. This has been ticked. Then your evaluator, who you have programmed, evaluates. The control center enables you analyze each loan that has been applied for successfully by your customers. Once the processing fee is confirmed and you perform your simple KYC, then you do your credit check. At this point, you can integrate this platform with the credit bureaus so that the credit check is done automatically. Then you view the KYCs as the loan approval or the loan evaluator. The employer KYC is where you check for for the customer's employer confirmation. Then the KYC of the customer itself is where you come here for, and the property KYC, which you would have validated that it exists. Once all this is done, then you move on to launch your evaluation. You launch your evaluation based on the underwriting standards of your bank. This can be pre-programmed or imputed at every evaluation point. What we have is already pre-programmed, so there's no need for your employees to come here and change anything. Employees do not need to edit. So once all platforms have been integrated, the results of each integration come here automatically. The CRC integration, the My Bank Statement analysis, and the property owner confirmation. Once everything is done, all your employee needs to do is to click approve. Once this is approved, it moves on to the evaluator who evaluates and approves. Once the approving personnel clicks approve, he can download the offer letter just to ensure and check that everything required is inside the offer letter. He can also download the repayment schedule and click send offer letter. At the point where the approving personnel approves evaluation, the offer letter is sent via email to your loan customer, and this process is completed once it is received. From the admin platform or the control center platform, you can also profile personnel to treat loan transactions either as an evaluator, a viewer, or an approver. Then you have your analytics, which shows you everything that has happened on your short-term loan platform. It shows you all the transactions you've approved, all the transactions you declined, all the loans disbursed, and all the facilities applied for. It just goes to ensure that there's appropriate tracking and measurement of different matrices.